KAVE TVs.
The New Mexico Tourism Office, the New Mexico Tourism Office, the New Mexico Tourism Office, the New
Mexico Tourism Department.
What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? What is the charge? Eating a meal? Is the charge? Eating a meal? Is the charge? Eating a meal? Is democracy manifest? Democracy manifest? Is democracy manifest? Is democracy matters? Democracy matters.
Mexico Tourism Department. Mexico Tourism. Mexico.
Bad Cavern City Air Terminal. Bad Cavern City Air Terminal. Bad.
Now that you've experienced the pleasure of flying,
The New Mexico Tourism Office, the New Mexico.
Is democracy. What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? What is... What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent...
he's my best friend, he's my pal, he's my homeboy, he's my rotten soldier, he's my sweet cheese. So good. Fire. Fire the nuclear weapon. Fire the
brought people to our town, people itching to tour around. And what ideas could we, the humble folks of the cave community, do to bring in more? Finding out is tonight's chore.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wow, it looks all blurry. It's probably because my lighting is low. Let's get to it. If I told you that the best was here, you'd probably be like, who is it? Ugh, educate yourself. He's that king you would love to visit. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Pepito! I hit the wrong button. There. It's hard to clap with one hand. It looks like my stuff is blurry. I wonder if it's because I have a low light. Let me... Wait, hang on. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's not what's going on. What does this button do? Ah, okay. That does fix it. Pepito, you know that I have to ask you the eternal question, the one that we wait all week to hear. How are you?
So good.
I didn't mean we wait all week to hear the question. We wait to hear your answer. That's what I should have said. I misspoke, but it is nice to hear that you are doing so good. Okay. Yeah, turning the lights bright for a second did kind of fix some of that. How are you feeling on this Saturday night?
Out of this world.
Will you talk though? Will you say something?
Hello, check.
Okay,
1, 2.
cool. Excellent. I love your samples, but I also love talking to you. You can't hear me? What's going on?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. You were doing your headphones flex and everything, and I was like, oh God, are we starting the show off, our tourism episode, our highly anticipated episode, our debut on Saturday nights with an error, and it looks like we're not. We're out of the Wednesday night delight era, Pepito. We've moved on. We're beyond that now. Now we're Mister's Saturday Night. How does that feel? How does that title strike you?
Pretty cool. The weekend. Woo.
Absolutely. Did you hear about the musk ox fossil? Did you hear about that one? I'm doing my monologue bit.
Fossils?
Yeah.
Never.
I heard about it in the Discord. Dark Farts let us know. But it was a crazy story. KRQE reported on it. there were some fossils that were found in a cave related to the Carlsbad Caverns. I don't think it was exactly the Carlsbad Caverns, but it was one of those caves that we have out there. And back in 76, 77, people were exploring and they found this fossil, and it's been in storage in the Smithsonian since 1977. And I guess 2 years ago they finally started looking at it, and they've now proclaimed that it's a new species of muskox, a huge land animal that lived 12,000 years ago. And I think that's pretty significant Carlsbad news. It was like this mammal, 500 pounds, something like that. What do you think about it? About the whole thing?
The muskox sounds like a Carlsbad native legend.
For sure. I've always thought, we have the 2 middle schools here in Carlsbad, and I've always loved Alta Vista. You guys had the Demons. I think that's a great mascot. And
Great
Pepito.
initials.
What?
Great initials, AV.
Yeah, absolutely. Dark Bart says, I'm choosing to believe he was just living in the cave and didn't fall in or anything. I think so too. I had never second guessed it from the second I read about that story. I do believe that was a cave mammal. But all I was saying was we have the second middle school here in Carlsbad, PR Leva, where you and I both attended, and Soy Teresa. And their mascot is the Mustangs. And I've never felt great about the Mustangs as a...
And the cheerleaders always take a picture next to a Mustang.
They do? I don't remember that.
Car. Like a Mustang.
Yeah. I thought you meant all the cheerleaders were hanging out around a big horse or something.
Next to a horse.
Dang, how would I forget that? I don't remember them around the car either, but that makes sense. We were just talking before the show started that memory is so weird. There are things that I remember so clearly, dumb memories from high school and preschool and things like this. And for some reason, other things just float out of my head. And I do not remember the cheerleaders with the Mustang. And I feel like I'm doing a disservice to the great and honorable PR Leva cheerleaders. That's disgusting. I will try to do better. Why don't we do a check-in on Cobra? Cobra, how are you? All right. Typical. That's how I thought he would be doing. There's another thing.
Good.
Is there anything you wanted to get into before we start the show?
Well, I'm glad my mom made it back home
Yeah, absolutely.
to my father's house.
Pepito's mother was visiting, and she was staying in that half of the Cave TV studio, the western side, the western annex of Cave TV studios. So that was nice that you got to visit with her. That's very cool.
Yes, I loved it.
Absolutely. I think.
Is she still safe?
Oh yeah, she rules. I'll let you in on a little secret here, Pepito. I don't think that
Yes.
producer Nico will be watching or anything like that. This show,
Yeah.
Caveman News, and you know what that means. We don't have to
Oh,
start
you
the
won't
show right
already
away.
watch
There's nobody saying start the show. So
And also, happy future birthday.
yes.
Teresa, it's almost your birthday.
beautiful.
Teresa's birthday, December 17th.
Yes. It's
Coming
a-
soon.
I almost said it's a day that will live in infamy, but that's not a nice thing to say. I can be a more yeah. Dark Fart says she's not even here on her birthday episode, but she's, you know, the
Important.
labor strike is real, and we must be supportive of workers' rights and producers' rights. But I only brought that up to say that there's nobody keeping us on the tracks tonight. And with that, I want to ask you, Pepito, what are you excited about for January 1st of 2026?
Whole new day.
Whole new ballgame, whole new
Whole new
day?
game.
What Quaz
Yes.
song is that?
Oh, I forget the song, but I was gonna say the first of the year also means a new Caveman News Google Drive.
Oh yeah, I've already got it set up. We have our new email
Sauerkraut.
address, cavemannews2026@gmail.com, for all of your fan letters and
When I
threats.
uploaded the last bumper,
Yeah.
it said 97% full.
Yeah, we we do take advantage of Google Drive. That is, so now we have Caveman News full, Caveman News 2025 pretty much full, and I am ready to break off, Caveman News 2026. But are you gonna ask me what I'm looking forward to about January 1st?
Shoot, now I am. Hey, Conda, what are you looking forward to?
Nice. Thank you very much.
Coming
That felt very natural. That flowed. Felt like a real
I really wanted
moment.
to do that.
What I always think of when I think of January 1st is PDD. Pepito, we are staring down the barrel of a new public domain day. Are you excited about that?
Oh. Extremely.
Okay.
That's
And you
in fact
are
a
aware of what that
PDD.
is?
Are you gonna do something with the Caveman News website?
No, it has nothing to do with that. It's Public Domain Day, a national holiday here in the United States where both you and I live. And basically what that means is on the first of the year every year, the public domain, the copyright laws are things that were copyrighted 95 years ago become public
Okay.
domain. So things that were made in 1930 and published books,
Like-
movies, all of these things that were put together and released in 1930, it's now, as of January 1st, 2026, it will be 95 years since they came out, and they will become public domain. And that means there's no copyright on them anymore. So,
Yeah.
well,
I remember having the movie Freaks
yeah. Well,
in our early streams.
strange thing about that, there was no copyright on the movie Freaks. That one was free to use, so we didn't have to wait for a public domain day for that to happen.
Wow.
Now, part
Oh, and
two.
when I used Whistling Willie,
What?
one time I used Whistling Willie.
Oh yeah, Steamboat Willie. You mean?
Now that-
Is that what you're talking about?
Willie, yes. Yes.
Now, to the second part of what I am, what I wanted to get to, something you might not know about me, Pepito. Maybe you do. Do you know that I
Well.
like to break the rules sometimes?
Yes, definitely. The rules are meant to be broken.
Yeah. Would you call me the bad boy of Carlsbad, New Mexico?
Yes, I see you as the prototypical bad boy of Eddy County.
Thank you, but I'm asking you to actually do it. I'm saying, will you? Will you please call me that real quick?
Conda, you are the prototypical bad boy of Eddy County.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Now, in taking those two facts that we've just established into account, I would like to present a new segment. Are you ready for it?
New segment, yeah.
All right. Mystery producer, hit the new segment's theme. Barely illegal. And in this segment, I am going to... Oh, actually, do you have your phone handy? I forgot I'm going to send you something right now. Okay. One of the movies that is about to reach the public domain on January 1st is a movie called Madam Satan. You ever heard of that?
No.
Okay.
I guess not.
I didn't expect you to. Okay, add that and text it to Pepito. Okay. I just sent you a text. Would you read that? Read the description of Madam Satan?
A Manhattan socialite plots to win back her cheating husband while masquerading as a femme fatale during a costume ball aboard a doomed Zeppelin.
Excellent.
Wow.
Sounds good. Well,
that cover.
oh, it's beautiful.
Whoa.
Would you like to see more of it?
Sure.
Well, good, because this is the barely illegal segment, and we are going to play Madam Satan, starting from the very beginning, for the rest of this episode.
Oh, name.
It's this is illegal for us to stream for 19 more days. So, excellent. Enjoy Madam Satan. As we
Fantasticness.
continue with the rest of the show. We'll just leave that playing the whole time that we're doing the show. What do you think of that?
Madame Satan shall be on.
Yeah. And let's hear what it sounds like. Nice. Okay. But Madam Satan isn't all we're here to talk about tonight. We're not here just to break copyright law. We are here to talk about tourism. And have you ever been a tourist? Are you now, or have you ever been a tourist, Pepito?
Yes.
All right.
I feel like one, for sure.
Ooh, that's deep. That's philosophical. You feel like a tourist in the land you're living in, or just on Earth, or what? Tell me.
This, everything.
What's this?
Existence.
Everything on. Okay, so you're saying you feel like a tourist on Earth in this life?
This, yes, existential plane of existence. This consciousness.
Okay.
This
Well,
form.
We're happy to have you here. I've been a tourist a few times. Do you have any like favorite places you loved to tour?
I loved going to the river. Sure.
Here in Carlsbad?
Oh yeah, definitely. The Pecos.
See, that's deep. We are a Carlsbad-centric show, and when you think of your best moments of being a tourist, it relates to you being a tourist in your own hometown. That's deep. I do find that to be profound. But let's see. I want to get into
Oh,
some.
Dark Farts went to the Grand Canyon. I've been there too, Dark Farts.
Ooh. Yeah, what was it like for you, Pepito?
I saw a huge moose.
What?
Was it
They have a
but-
moose in
but
the
downwards.
canyon? Like down there, or is he up top? Or she? Or they?
I forget the town, but it's really close to I ate ice cream.
Okay.
I
With the
wonder if that's
moose?
one of the buildings that burnt down. No, the moose. No, not with the moose. Sorry, dude.
Don't apologize. I'm the one that's sorry that you never ate ice cream with a moose. And I'm just right now very thankful that
Oh shoot!
what?
Dark Far said, "My dad let me call the donkeys assholes
Nice.
while we were there. I'm guessing asses. Sorry,
Okay.
I called said that other word.
Yeah, for sure. That is beautiful. What a great dad memory. That's wonderful. But I was just gonna say, every now and then, Cobra is allowed to eat a piece of ice cream, and I'm really glad that he doesn't know those words. There's like a different code word, code phrase. So I can sit here and say ice
Okay.
cream all the time, and he stays asleep. He doesn't even know what I'm saying. He doesn't even know that Madam Satan is on the screen right now. The movie, not the lady. I should have had the Madam Satan photo, the cover for the movie, so I could pop it up, because as you said, it was in the thing I texted you. It is stunning. It is beautiful. I've never watched this, Madam Satan, so I am a little bit distracted. But even if producer Nico isn't here to steer the ship and let us know that we should begin, I still think that we should talk about the history of tourism here in Carlsbad.
Hey, boots off.
What?
Boots off.
Oh God. Well, okay. Yeah. Let's play this clip in solidarity with our striking producer.
Start the if I was in the chat, I would be saying start the show.
I know you
So,
would.
Start the show.
Okay.
Oh, damn, I didn't mean that.
What?
Wow. It's just those guys and the Madame Satan, they were taking their shoes off.
Oh, I thought you were telling me to boots off. So yes, I did. And tonight it's the custom Conda 2025's shoes that I love, that we all know and I personally love. But okay, that's it. We've officially started the show. We need to get down into it. And one of my favorite things I found was an article from 1967 where the current Argus posited what would they say if we asked the youth of Carlsbad how they could increase the tourism in our town. You know, I wish they would have asked that when I was in high school. They never asked me shit. Did they ask you anything?
No.
Exactly.
But I loved meeting tourists.
Oh yeah, where did you meet them?
Well, me and the band, Dustin and Matt,
Edgar?
we used to crash the pools at the local hotels,
Oh yeah.
and we'd always meet the people traveling
Right.
and
That's tight.
staying.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That just reminds me. I'm sure I've told this story. Well, it's not an important story. I want to talk about this proposed student panel when the Current Argus asked the students how they would increase tourism in Carlsbad. And Keith Adams, this is 1967. Keith Adams said that they should put together a student panel to give advice
Whoa.
on how to increase tourism. What?
This movie.
Dude, I'm telling you, we can't get distracted. You'll be able to watch it another time, but tonight it's not about Madam Satan. We're just having it play because we want to barely break the law. This is not legal for another 19 days. So we're kind of tempting.
Tiptoeing on the edge.
Exactly. We're, they're saying here's the line in the sand, and we're putting one toe over it. We're getting sneaky and cheeky with it. But the important thing is tourism. Now, this child that they talked to in 1967, Keith Adams, was very in favor of the city putting together a student panel to advise on how to increase tourism. And he said that it should not be a popular vote to see who gets to go on the student panel. And his suggestion was that somebody in a high office, a high official, should decide which students get to have their voices heard. He said he believed that the mayor should decide who's on the panel because I guess, the mayor's probably not doing a lot, I mean, what else has he got going on? Yeah?
Sure, there's a lot of things the mayor could be doing in Carlsbad.
Exactly. The student panel is...
Wow.
What? Are you distracted as well? I'm kind of distracted by Madam Satan, but it's beautiful. We need to move on to another person, Shirley Lunford, who her big quote was, "I don't think Carlsbad is going to die." And I thought that was pretty powerful because she was right. She said that in 1967, Carlsbad has not died yet. I ventured outside my house today and I saw a vibrant city,
Dark Forest. Crying eyes emoji.
Yeah, for sure. But Shirley Lunford also had other ideas. She said that to increase... I can see your eyes just watching Madam Satan. She said that to
Watching
increase...
everything.
What?
It's everything.
Yeah, for
my
sure.
Camera, my phone.
Exactly.
The computer screen.
And maybe I should have not risked it and started playing Madam Satan without ever watching even a second of it. Because I do like that premise. The socialite trying to catch her cheating husband, so she puts on a costume and goes to a masquerade on a Zeppelin that's crashing.
A doomed.
Huh?
A doomed Zeppelin.
Yeah, a Zeppelin that's crashing. And this is before the Hindenburg went down. But we can't just talk about Madam Satan all night. We have to move on. Shirley Lunsford's idea for increasing tourism here in Carlsbad was, she said that we need to get an amusement park and a monorail. And I think that would be pretty sick. What ideas do you have? What are your pitches for a Carlsbad amusement park? Like, are you thinking Disney World Carlsbad edition or what?
Well, I like what they did do
which is
with President's Park,
oh yeah,
and then we had that little train.
yeah. And as
That
we
went
discussed on the
through.
trains episode, the train there at President's Park was called the Abe Lincoln train. And I think the train was
Yeah.
friends with our steamboat, the George Washington.
Mm-hmm. And we had bumper boats and water
Yeah.
slides and towers to jump off of,
Oh my gosh, there used to be such sick
Yeah.
towers. We used to
and
have
it's all not fair.
more dangerous stuff. Do you remember the high dive at the Elks Club swimming pool?
Yes. Well, I was thinking the high dive at the natatorium.
Oh yeah, that too. I think the high dive at the Elks Club was bigger, but maybe that's just my imagination. But I remember Dale Jeffress fell off of
Ooh.
that high dive and
Aw.
hit his head on the cement. And there was like blood everywhere. I wasn't
Dang.
there, but I just heard stories later, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's so crazy." Did you ever
Wow.
jump
That-
off the high dive at the Elks Club?
No, but I knew Del Jeffress.
Oh yeah, I knew him
And
very
that was
well as
what-
well.
He was
Uh,
a really nice guy.
He ruled. One day in 7th grade, he and I traded last names for one day so I could be Jeff Jeffress.
Oh wow.
I just dead named myself. Or, it's not really
Double
a dead name,
name.
but I that was a cool name. But anyway, so you think just President's Park, bringing that back would be a good amusement park for Carlsbad?
Yes.
Okay. I think so too, but I was also thinking
Zip lines.
absolutely zip lines would be a lot of fun. But I was also thinking
Parasailing.
yeah, for sure, for sure. But I was also thinking that possibly something with a theme, you know, like aren't there different Six Flags with different themes and everything?
Yeah.
I
We
remember
could have a living desert theme.
Oh,
theme
absolutely.
park.
And I do have a little bit about Living Desert we can talk about, but I grew up the first years of my life in Missouri, and there was a place there called Silver Dollar City, and that was like a theme park type place, and it was kind of like it seemed to me. I'm starting to say this without doing my research. I'm just going off my old memories from my rotting brain. But I think that one was more of a prospector themed, like amusement park theme park. So I was thinking maybe we could come up with a Carlsbad theme for it. I mean, we have actually, you know what? You've still got your phone, no? You haven't thrown
Yes.
it away?
Like every other person.
Ugh.
It's
This-
right in front of me.
Disgusting, dude. Okay, well, get it ready. I'm about to send you a text right now. Select all. Copy. This is the best part of the show. The part when we're just texting each other. I think so. Okay.
I think everything is the best part of the show.
If everything's the best, then nothing's the best. Think on that.
What the hell is this?
That I
All
just
this episodes?
that I just texted you is a master list of every episode we've
Holy
ever done
crap.
on Caveman News. So if you scrolled
Nice.
through that, does that give you any ideas about things that we could incorporate in a Carlsbad themed theme
Ew.
park? Like just off
Gotta
the
have
top
more
of my head, I'm thinking, we've talked about
Bear
Frank Kindle
wrestling.
2 times, and he was such a prolific pilot. I mean, amongst other things, but maybe like an airplane ride, and it's the Frank Kindle ride, you know?
And it crashes at the end.
Gosh.
And you
It's
throw
kind of like a
newspapers.
plain roller coaster, and it goes up, and then you go. That's sad, but funny. I
You
mean,
could have
I like to think
um,
Frank Kindle would have a sense of humor about it. He was the
we
one
need
man
more
chamber
bear
of commerce.
wrestling.
What's up?
More bear wrestling.
Oh yeah, bear wrestling. Bear wrestling in a theme park. So how do you picture that? Would that be a bear wrestling show that people see, or people actually wrestling bears, or is it like
Welcome back.
robots, or what's up?
It's a-
Please sell me on this idea.
It's a weekly event, and it's like professional wrestling but with bears, and it's dubbed by humans.
Wait.
So the
hang
bears
on,
have
wait.
narrative.
Okay, so it is kind of like a show that people go to see
Yes.
in this theme park, which we don't have
And
a
in
name
this
for yet.
corner.
Do you have a pitch on the name?
For the whole show.
For the Carlsbad theme park that we're building.
Oh, Caveland.
Caveland, Kave land, possibly, yeah.
Ooh, should have Project Gnome. The ride and the ground shake.
Oh gosh, that would be beautiful. I love that. But I'm just noticing here in the chat, Dark Fart says there's an amusement park called Dutch Wonderland in Amish country, Pennsylvania. That's crazy.
Dutch
I can't
Wonderland.
imagine. I'm gonna have to learn more about Dutchland. But
Wow.
Dark Farts also points out Werewolf Hill themed haunted house would be good.
Yes, and there's
believe
a
that.
headless horse.
The Hatchet Woman,
Oh yeah.
as you recall from the Ur legend about
My
Werewolf
boyfriend's
Hill.
head.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Do you have any
Oh.
other ideas from that list of things that could be good for making a Carlsbad themed amusement park?
You could have someone running around kidnapping sheriffs.
Oh gosh, the Big Nut. You know, like
Oh yeah, Big Nut.
at Disney World and places, you have the people with the mascot head, the Mickey Mouse head. I don't think Mickey Mouse talks, but you could have something like that with the Big Nut walking around, the Pecan Festival's own Big Nut, and maybe also the Western Sly, the bandit that kidnapped the Big Nut with his gun and everything like that. What's going on Madam Satan? Have you been paying attention?
No, but
Okay.
now that I'm watching, there's
What?
a man in a tux screaming at the blonde.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that too, but I just couldn't tell. Your eyes are kind of like darting around, so I was like, oh, is he watching that?
I was reading this list of episodes.
Yeah, exactly. If you get any other ideas, please let me know them, because... And also,
Oh,
yeah,
you
I
can
don't
have
know
the
what else would go in the Werewolf Hill themed haunted house.
The horseman
The
Headless.
horseless headman?
and man horse head.
Yeah, I guess everything really, all topics that we covered in our spooky month spectacular back in October. We had the horseless headman, we had Werewolf Hill, we had the ghosts that the mayor of Loving saw. Oh, La Llorona, she should be in the
Yes.
haunted house. I'm into it.
The Don Knotts Gold Experience.
Don Knotts.
Doc Noss.
Doc Knotts.
Doc.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry, Don Knotts. Don Knotts could be used as the likeness for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So what are you thinking? Doc Knotts buried gold. That's probably a ride. Like,
Yeah.
I know we have the Frank Kindle roller coaster, but maybe
That's
maybe Doc Knotts should also be a roller coaster. I don't know.
so much.
Yeah, We've done 100
head is-
episodes, Pepito. We've done 101. Jeez. We're your triple digit men these days.
Oh,
That's what we are.
stunts.
Huh?
Stunts.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. The stunt
Like
show.
them.
For sure.
Florida.
Florida. You love Florida. If you're one of the unlucky few who has not watched every episode of Caveman News going back 2 years or whatever, Florida is the wife of Billy Ward, the traveling stuntman, and he and his wife would travel the Southwest and do car stunts, and they would wreck cars into each other, and like, I think Billy Ward was the one who did where we first heard about the human bomb stunt, where he would have a bunch of dynamite in his car and blow it up and like blow himself up. Or maybe it wasn't in his car, maybe it was in a box or something. It was something with the human bomb, but we're going to learn more about that because Pepito did vow to perform the human bomb stunt in the year of 2026. So that's coming up. And we keep our promises. We said we're going to resurrect Phoenix in 2025 and elect a new mayor, and we did that. We did that. It's done. So get ready for 2026 when Pepito finally scales the courthouse like the human fly and performs the human bomb stunt on top of it. I think
I always think of the moth from The Tick.
yeah. Arthur?
Like Arthur, yes. Like I'm gonna have a costume like Arthur.
Yeah, you should. I mean, hey, you got time. 2026 is a long year, so a lot to get ready for. But we can come back if you think of any other things for the Carlsbad theme park, we can return to that. But that's kind of a diversion.
Flumes. The water slide.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
like it crosses itself.
Right. It's the
It's like some kind of
like a classic log ride type thing, but one
Yeah.
based off of the flumes.
like-
I dig it. I
like
am into it.
Splash Mountain. Me too.
Hang on, there's something here in the chat.
Oh,
Gosh. Dark Fart says
Masked
Masked
Endurance.
Endurance Driver Simulator Ride. That is
Yes.
You know what? Actually, that should be the
Actually.
bumper cars. Is the
oh.
well, I don't know. That was the Masked Marvel was the man who drove, or woman, or they. We don't know. Well, actually, I think he did. have a
And-
mask, but
And on Friday nights after 6 p.m., everyone does it blindfolded.
right. I was gonna say, the Masked Marvel was the person who drove through Carlsbad for 72 hours without stopping, and then he got out and unmasked and slept on a bed in the window of some store downtown. I can't remember which store, but that was the Masked Marvel. So maybe a bumper car ride themed off of him. But also, there was the other person that drove through Carlsbad blindfolded. He was a magician, and I can't remember his
Oh,
name,
yes.
but that really inspired me, and I do want to do some blindfolded driving. But let me know if you have any other ideas for the theme park. But there are other things
Bring
about
back blades.
what?
Could have a skate rink called / arcade.
Called
You
Blades.
call it.
So it's just reviving
Blades.
the old thing and putting it in the theme park as an attraction.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
hey man. I do not oppose it. We here on Caveman News are big on reviving. Oh my gosh, is that Madam Satan? She's getting down. That's probably not her.
Well.
Whatever. we should move on. If you have any other theme park ideas, please let me know. But also in this 1967 article where students were saying what would bring the tourism industry back into Carlsbad, really make it pop off, was Daniel Peck. And his suggestion was that we need to clean up the town. And he said we should get rid of the liquor stores, which that's insane to me. This is 1967. You're not that far removed from the late 1800s when the liquor laws caused all the outlaws to move outside of town and create their own town of Phoenix. Salute to Brother Binks.
Yes.
Mayor Brother Binks. You're not... you're closer... In 1967, you were closer to that than we are now. And we know about Phoenix, and we know about what happened the last time they tried to outlaw liquor.
Yes.
I think it's a
How
horrible
else-
idea. I don't think
How
Daniel
else do
Peck's
we have them?
on the right path.
How else do we lower their inhibitions and exploit them vices,
Exploit them vices?
their vices of drinking and gambling
Yeah, for
and
sure.
women?
I think
Wow.
getting rid of the liquor stores is a horrible idea. I'm not for it. But Daniel Peck's other idea, he said, in addition to getting rid of the liquor stores, we should get rid of the parking meters, which I don't remember parking meters being a big thing here in Carlsbad, but maybe in the 60s they were. I'm glad that they were mostly a thing of the past when we were growing up. You mentioned the living desert.
Yes.
Well, in 1977, they had... do I have that year down right? Oh, 71. This is when the living desert was first coming into being. It was first founded, I think. Yeah. And they asked some people outside of the post office. They just, asked people walking around out there what they thought about the living desert. And one man, what was his name? His name was Charles Wilson, which I feel like we've encountered Charles Wilson before. And the only reason I say that is because it instantly made me think of the movie Charlie Wilson's War. And I feel like I made a joke about that at one point, but who knows? Either way, Charles Wilson of 913 Irvin Street, if you want to go check him out. He might still be there, who knows? He said that the living desert is great because it's going to not only bring in tourists, it's going to bring in geologists and what else did he say? Botanists and zoologists. So he thought that the living desert was really going to bring the educated tourists to Carlsbad. And I think that was hopeful thinking. I don't think geologists tour around America and be like, oh wow, this is a really cool park zoo this city has. I'm gonna go tour there. I don't know. Charles Wilson, I'm sorry. I think you are batty. Another article I read that I really enjoy. Are you distracted by Madam Satan?
No, I was just thinking about like a geologist back in those days
Oh
getting
yeah.
like his Geologist Traveler Weekly magazine,
That'd be nice.
and
What?
it rates Carlsbad Living Desert Zoo as a top geological visit.
Absolutely. I don't know. Is there a lot of geology to study and admire? Oh my gosh, we are
I don't-
so we kind of lost track of time. This is what happens when there's no producer. Well,
What about me?
sorry, mystery producer. I didn't mean you. I know you're here, but we kind of get off the rails and we are dragging on here tonight. But I do want to just mention that in 2003 they had an article about tourism in the current Argus, and they said that at that time they said that around 700 people here in Carlsbad work in the tourism industry. What do you think about that stat?
Just shows the scale of this town.
But where are they
And
working? Where are 700 people involved in the tourism industry working?
The caverns, the zoo.
Yeah, but they don't employ 700 people. Do you think they're counting people at the Living Desert as working in the tourism industry? Because I would consider that working in the zoo and botanical industry. I don't think that that's the same thing.
And hotel workers.
Yeah, okay. Maybe
Oh,
hotel workers in the
here.
tourism industry.
Cinderoni.
Yeah, welcome,
She said
Cinderoni.
mystery producer sound is so crazy.
Oh, I don't know.
That was so
I kind of
good.
ducked down to tighten my socks. I wasn't paying attention to the mystery producer, but we do salute you, mystery producer. We need to wrap this thing up. This thing has gotten crazy off the rails, as I keep saying, but I do want to hear what they're talking about on Madam Satan.
Yes. Yes. I think I have.
She thinks she has.
Now, Angela, don't be rash. Supposing you were mistaken.
That would be just too bad.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't. We can't get bogged down on Madam Satan.
Yeah. She can do it all. Sing, dance, act.
Brother Bing says the show's been off the rails since Pepito said he saw a moose in the Grand Canyon. Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm still not sure about that. That one was strange to me. But Cinderoni also says that she's very late. And Cinderoni, just to catch you up, we are what you're seeing in the center of the screen here. This is Madam Satan, a movie that came out in 1930, and it will reach the public domain on January 1st. And
It was in Williams, Arizona. I saw a fucking moose.
Hey,
right?
man, I'm not doubting you. I just think it's weird.
It's
and
like
cool.
a snowy, town.
Yeah. Okay, hang on. I'm just trying to catch Cinderoni up real quick. This is the 1930 movie Madam Satan, which came out in 1930, like I said, and it will reach the public domain on January 1st, 2026. And we are playing it because this is a part of a new segment called Barely Illegal. And hang on, I'm gonna do the theme song real quick. Barely Illegal. And we're playing it because we're breaking the law. This is not legal for us to stream for another 19 days. So we're skirting the law and playing it early, even though we're not allowed now. Cinderoni says, Madam Satan, I gotta watch that. Why is that guy rolling a rolling pin on Madam Satan's thigh? Dang, that'd be sick. Thank you. And Pepito, really quick, can you just pull up the Madam Satan description to read to Cinderoni? Because she was late getting to the show.
My bad.
No,
let me
it's
get
not your
through
bad.
the list of episodes. All right. A Manhattan socialite plots to win back her cheating husband while masquerading as a femme fatale during a costume ball. aboard a doomed Zeppelin.
Yeah. Okay, so she's trying to get her husband back. She goes to the masquerade ball on a Zeppelin that's crashing, and she's undercover as Madam Satan. So, Cindy, you're all cut up. You know where we're at. Hang on. Brother Binks says, I once saw a kangaroo on the plains outside of Vaughn, New Mexico. What?
Yeah, I've seen kangaroo outside of Clovis, New Mexico.
We're getting so off track, but I need to hear more. Tell me about this kangaroo, Pepito.
It was a farm, and they had ostriches, kangaroos.
Oh, okay. He wasn't wild. He wasn't
Well, it wasn't
free.
natural, though.
He wasn't like
No.
indigenous to the land. Okay, that makes more sense and is more believable. But
Mayor Binks is here. I
Salute to
forgot
Mayor Binks.
to salute.
Yes, of course, we have to. But getting back to it. Oh yeah. So 700 people work in the tourism industry. That's the stats that they quoted in 2003. And Mayor Bob Forrest, who we have talked about on here. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into the story we told about Mayor Bob Forrest, 70 episodes ago or whatever. You can rewatch that. It's all on YouTube. You can get the Mayor Bob Forrest story that Pepito shared with us. Anyway, Mayor Bob Forrest, this is 2003. He said that tourism was the third or fourth largest industry in Carlsbad. That's what he claims. I find that hard to believe. I mean, the potash miners is definitely above them, but I would say, I don't know. I could think if I weren't pressed right now trying to finish the show, I could name so many industries that I think are bigger here in Carlsbad than those. It is the law. Okay. What? You got something to say?
It is the law. Oh, Madame Satan.
Oh.
Oh,
I
quite the
love Madame
movie.
Satan, and I love how it is destroying the show, the flow of the show tonight, because I also cannot do anything but concentrate on Madame Satan and what she has got going. And I should have thought about this.
Cinderoni said all those tourists were just showing up to eat at Cortez.
Could be. I've heard it's good. I don't remember food too well. That's one of the things I don't remember is food. That's not a thing that I keep in my memory too well. But whatever. So in this same article from 2003, the Secretary of Tourism for the state of New Mexico, which sounds like a sick job. Pepito, I think you would be a great Secretary of Tourism.
Yes.
If we weren't also working on you unseating Mayor Bob Forrest's grandson, Jeff Forrest, who ran unopposed for the city council, and we have proclaimed that we're going to run you and you're going to unseat him. That's besides the point. Let's get back to talking about tourism. We're taking...
Take bicycle tours through Carlsbad.
What?
This is where Q Systems once was.
Oh, you would give. Okay, I understand what you're saying. You would give these bicycle tours. I thought you were saying you used to take bicycle tours through Carlsbad, and I was.
No, that'd be a great tourism idea.
I do agree with that. But, okay, so the Secretary of Tourism for the state of New Mexico, Fred Peralta, had a meeting with local officials, and one of the officials that happened to be in attendance was the state representative John Heaton, and my grandpa did I must have been like 12 years old. My grandpa was friends with John Heaton because my grandpa used to be in the Senate there. He was a state representative for a bit, and he got my cousin Josh and I into the Santa Fe Capitol, and we got to be pages for a legislative session where we just like, helped out the representatives and everything. And we worked that day for Representative John Heaton. So can't bring him up without telling that story. Ask my grandpa if he had the picture of my cousin and I. We had matching suspenders and ties that had smiley faces on them. I think I had the red ones and he had the blue ones. And John Heaton wrote a note and it just said, "Hey, what's going on?" And he had us pass it to the guy sitting right behind him. And that was my only official duty in the state capitol that day. But besides that,
wasn't Sandra Bullock at Carlsbad Tourist once?
Yeah, I believe so.
She stopped at the Pecos River Cafe.
Yeah,
and she declined photos.
Well, of course she did.
Or Julia Roberts. I always get those two confused.
They are the same. Let's be honest. Okay, but also John Heaton said that the youth these days are only interested in the glitz, like Disney. And that's
Julia
what
Roberts.
would bring them to Carlsbad, is an amusement park like Disney. And I will just... John Heaton, if you're watching, there's Disney in the Boozoo. I can't remember specifically why they're in the Boozoo, but I know they're in the Boozoo. So watch yourself. Don't act as though we're all huge Disney heads.
Eduardo was our Disney.
Exactly.
DIY venues.
And the other thing I exactly. The other thing I enjoyed about this article from 2003 is Mayor Bob Forrest said he often... Okay, I'm not exaggerating. This is what he said. He said he often talks to tourists who say they were unaware that Carlsbad has a river running through it. That is ridiculous to me. How do you not know the Pecos River is running through Carlsbad? Even if you're a tourist, if you're going to a town and you don't realize that it's... To me, the Pecos River is one of the biggest things about Carlsbad. Like, any dummy knows that. You got the Caverns?
I'll give you half now and half later.
Dark Farts tipped us off.
Oh, shit.
The reason Disney is on the Boozoo, in the Boozoo, is because they took Bambi back, which led to New Mexico creating Smokey the Bear, because they only let Bambi speak out against forest fires for 1 year. And yes, I remember that. That is why Disney is in the Boozoo. Real quick check-in on Madam Satan.
And now they sell Smokey merch.
Yeah, it's stupid. Real quick check-in on Madam Satan.
The truth is, the lady's married. No. Oh, yes.
Okay. I have no idea what they're talking about. I gotta watch this movie sometime.
Is that Mink?
What are they gonna say? You think they're gonna say?
Her husband must be a sap. Oh.
That rules. That was a good line to drop in on. Her husband must be a sap. Okay. Geez, we're running overtime. If producer Nico were here, she would pull our broadcasting license. It would be over. But I do want to mention really quick a letter to the editor. from 2005 by a lady named Jane Frost. And she had a theory about why the tourism industry in Carlsbad was waning at the time. And I thought it was, I'll say, very interesting. She thinks that the reason tourists don't want to come to Carlsbad is because of all the signs. How does that grab you?
Wow. It grabbed me.
Okay. To me, it grabbed me as some of the dumbest stuff I've ever heard. I have no idea what she's talking about, saying that the signs in Carlsbad are keeping tourists away, making the city not as appealing. And she went on in her letter, I'll call it a diatribe. Is diatribe ever used to describe something good?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think diatribe has the connotation of this is a bad thing. That's what it strikes to me. But I kept reading this letter from Jane Frost because let's hear her out. What did she mean? The signs are unappealing. What?
Dark Fart said not enough in my transplant opinion, but
what do you mean?
I don't know what that pertains to.
We were saying that Jane Frost was saying there's too many signs. And
they're
Dark Farts
unappealing.
is saying there aren't enough, in her opinion, as a transplant who came to Carlsbad, transplanted to town. Now, I decided to hear Jane Frost out and continue reading her letter. She did have suggestions of a beautiful city that Carlsbad could take inspiration from. And it's a city you might have heard of. A city called Tempe, Arizona.
Oh, wow. Your alma mater.
Yeah, I served a bid there in Tempe for a little bit. But I just think that's ridiculous. To say that Carlsbad needs to be more beautiful like Tempe, Arizona, that's ludicrous. Jane, you're beyond, you're off your gourd. And she talked about how Tempe got rid of a lot of the old signs. She said all the outdated signs, like stuff from Route 66, they got rid of them. And I think that's awful. Everybody loves old Route 66 signs. Don't you think? Am I crazy, Pepito?
Yeah, people get obsessed with those.
Yeah. I don't think that they're are bad at all. All right. We've been going way, well, I guess it's not way long. Madam Satan, what do you have to say about it?
She huffed and puffed.
I put the audio on.
Oh, the
but it looks like
Zeppelin.
they're not saying anything.
The doomed Zeppelin.
Okay, the time I decide to check in on the audio, they're not even talking. Oh, cool. Now that's a tour. That's how we bring tourism back to Carlsbad. Zeppelin.
Zeppelin. Thank you, Madam Satan. That's the answer we've been looking for.
That works out perfectly. We should close this thing out, Pepito.
Hey, we're going somewhere. We're gonna die.
This rules. Okay. Madam Satan, I am...
They're all singing their way to
Yes! This
die.
movie rules. rules. No wonder I've been so distracted this whole episode. But we need to close it out. Pepito, whose turn is it to do a guest invite and lyric of the week?
That guy that hosts the show that sits next to me.
Okay,
Stands
dude,
next
you're
to
a
me.
host on this show. Don't forget it.
That guy.
You're saying
The
it's
one-
me. Okay, it's me. All right. Lyric of the week. This one comes from our old friends that we all know and love, the Misfits, from their hit song Crimson Ghost. You're never gonna get me. You're never gonna get me. You're never gonna get me. I'm the Crimson Ghost. That's kind of that's my remark to. Yes, you're doing your devil lock. We get it. That's my remark to people that are trying to cause my downfall, our downfall, for breaking copyright law 19 days before we're legally allowed to. And for the guest invite, I feel like I've invited her before, but I can't remember if I did or not. So this week, the guest I would like to invite is Brothy Gupta. So, absolutely. Come on the show, Brothy. I painted her dog once and she liked it. So
Aw.
she should appear on the show when she's not busy writing for The Simpsons. Okay, do you have any closing words?
Gracias. And welcome to our big Sábado Gigante. Saturday Spectacular.
We are your Misters Saturday night.
That's the spirit of
Cobra,
modern power.
You
do
mean
you
the
have
power
anything
of
you need to
modern
say?
spirit.
Ooh, I want a
Say
brownie.
blocking,
Brownies.
but I'm not
Brownies.
Satan go. Oh my gosh! Look at this.
What the
We should have just
fuck?
been playing this the whole. Well, we did play this. Is that Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, geez, that's cool as hell if they have that in this movie. We need to close things out. It's been. Oh my gosh, look at that.
And left and right and hands up.
Okay. This is enough, Pepito. We are done.
That's some complicated choreography.
We are done. This is
Can't keep
it.
up.
We have toured around completely. I
They're really
hope you
giving-
all have a better understanding of Carlsbad tourism and what we need to do with it. We still need to work further on developing the theme park idea. We didn't even touch on the monorail that was suggested. Did you have any pitches on a monorail? Any ideas for a good monorail for our town?
Yes, the carts are shaped like nuts. Big
So
ones.
it's a pecan festival monorail.
Yes.
Okay.
And Miss New Mexico drives it.
Okay. Hey,
Okay.
why not? I would say
I'm
Miss
just
Carlsbad.
frazzled and dazzled by all this dancing.
You're dazzled. Okay. Next week, please join us.
It's epic.
It is. You know, another thing that's going to hit the public domain in 19 days is the first appearance of Betty Boop in her human form. You know, originally the cartoon was a dog, and then they revamped it and made her into a human woman. And
Wow.
her first appearance is going to hit the public domain on January 1st. And I almost decided to play that during this episode. And then there was another one. There was a... You know Rube Goldberg?
That name sounds like a name I've heard, but I couldn't tell you.
He, like, did those drawings of complicated machines. It's like... how
Like
to
a
pour
Geiger?
milk, and it starts like with a domino, and it
Whoa.
falls over, and the last one falls and lands in, hits a
Okay.
cat, and the cat gets up and jumps and runs, and it pulls a string, and it's like a complicated thing. You know what I'm talking about? No?
I'm getting it.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe I'm not explaining it well, but the Rube Goldberg directed a movie starring all three of the Three Stooges plus one other dude that I guess they got rid of when the Stooges went off. But yeah, Rube Goldberg made a movie with the Three Stooges plus one other dude that will be hitting the public domain in 19 days. Okay, next week. Gosh, Madam Satan is so cool. I love her. All right, next week, please join us as we discuss the history here in Carlsbad of... Where's my button? Okay, Christmas. Later.
My best friend, he's my pal, he's my homeboy, he's my rotten soldier.
Here's Democracy Manifest.
Malahini. Malahini.
Carlsbad Cavern
New Mexico Tourism Department.